Pounders? Welcome back. Tonight, we'll be ripping another big board. But before that, catch you guys up on some of the drama in the streets. Usually this is Pete's deal. Not a drama guy. The Italians, typically, maybe they lean a little more drama, but I'm not a big drama guy. However, this seemed like, a pretty serious situation in the streaming streets. And just want to give you guys both sides. That's all. Not here to pick sides, not here to play sides. Obviously, I'm on one side. I get to do the talking, you get to do the listening. It's like that kind of relationship. However, sometimes we both got to listen. You guys can fire off comments. I'm going to be reading comments the whole time. If you guys don't know what happened between these two, I'll sort of fill in. I'm not going to pretend to know every single detail, all the tweets. I didn't see every single message, but seen most of them. So we're gonna go through it together. Chris put up a wild. I'm like, what? I'm like, was this a copy and paste, accidental title? I didn't know what. And I saw best ball at the end. I'm like, uh-oh. So it looks like there was some sort of situation where Spags was streaming and he gets sniped. He gets sniped on, I believe, a quarterback stack. I believe it was Baker Mayfield. The guy who sniped him is in the stream, and couple comments back and forth, and basically Chris puts him in a 5-minute timeout. That's honestly, I think that's funny. I think that's stuff funny. It's not like he's completely muting him. It's not like he's banning him. 5-minute timeout. It's one of the small powers we have on this side when we're getting just abused. But I thought that's funny. He even says he was kind of leaning into the bit of that, and that's all well and good. It seems like Milton may have taken it a little out of context, a little out of category, and but I think both sides can come together on this one at the end of the day. Now there was some threats. There were some threats here thrown out. Were they to the extent that Chris is saying them? I'm not sure. This is kind of subjective, especially when he has a family, right? He has a wife, has a 3-year-old at the house. You're gonna take these open-aired comments, threats, a different way, and he perceived it as he was going to go to his house. Now, here's one of the comments. We don't get to see the whole thing. However, I think we got a little bit of background of what he said. This is why the channel doesn't grow like other Latte Dies. Viewers can't. So he's causing ripples. He's trying to make them mad. And at the end, it's a boy, I'll slap your face. And I live minutes from Philly, where he's basically, he's not saying he's gonna go to his house and do this stuff, but Chris is perceiving it that way. So he has that right. He has that right to perceive it however he wants. And he's in a situation where he doesn't care. You're not getting crazy money from the YouTubes. I understand his side where it's not worth the headache. Even if just one person exists, one person can ruin your day online, which is super, super annoying. And then sometimes it's just one commenter who brings you back the next day. Keep that in mind for your favorite streamers and dreamers here. But yeah, he doesn't need to do this. Chris is good at what he does too, especially big board stuff. I lean pretty heavily onto his streams as well. I like to listen to different takes, and Chris is one of those guys for me, especially in the big board. Is it warranting of a whole stream dedicated to him? That's up to you. Maybe a little stretch of what happened. But again, it's how he perceived that, how it went down. And this goes on and on. You can follow Milton. Milton's been in our streams. Milton's a follower of the Pound. He follows, I believe, every single streamer. He's in the streets. I haven't run into anything with with Milton. He's always seemed like he's been a straight up guy with us in our live stream, but you're going to have people that clash. It's normal. Like, people are going to clash. That's just is what it is. That's fine. That's fine. Honestly, mute, go your separate ways. But when someone threatens, you perceive someone's threatening violence coming to your house where your family is. Chris also mentions like his dog, like, dude, got to protect the pups, bro. he's reaching on the dog, but I feel that he's pulling heartstrings. Got to reach the dog crowd too. Yeah, and people in the comments like varying whether you watch Chris or not. Like, he is good at what he does. He's dedicated. He doesn't get crazy amount of money to come over here and provide his view. And that's what he's doing in these streams. Whether you agree or not, or if he doesn't like your take or whatever, like, that's fine. You guys are going to see players different ways too. So, like, just find someone that you agree with or you like the information and the way they present it. It's kind of that simple. Don't tap the glass. Don't feed the trolls. It's crazy. Oh man, what do we got in here? There's no coming together on this one. Yeah, I know. You like to see a happy ending, though. You like to see a happy ending. However, I think this stream at least is him moving forward from it, which is good. Milton claims that it was taken out of context. Doesn't mean it was, but that's where that one kind of leans. I'm curious where you guys are leaning on this situation, because I've seen like both ends of the spectrum. And if you're in Chris's shoes, you don't know how you would take it, right? Let's go. Little 101 for the boy. You don't know how you're going to take that with the family. So whether you have a family or not, like, if you perceive someone saying, you know, I'm going to come to your house and, like, I live relatively in the area, like 300 miles or something, Chris was saying, like, it's close enough to be a potential real threat. Is someone going to fly out? Depends how much they hate you. Depends. Yeah, the true. Finally. Nick. What did Nick say? Here we go. Milton's in the live right now. Sorry I ever got involved in that. Sorry, boys. That's so, again, like, when you're online, like, you say shit, you don't know how people are going to take it. And that is a lesson that you can learn from being on that side of things as well. Now, obviously, like, the trolling, like, if that shit happens in our stream, like, I have a lot of people muted. Once you get muted, there's kind of no coming back. You got to hop on grandma's account. Not a great look on either side. I could understand that. From Chris's side, some people have to talk it out, and that's fine too. It might come across as whatever, like whining, but some people have to talk it out. Exactly, Tyler. Like, it's the best thing for your mental health when you're in this industry. Like, my God, have to. I thought Chris, he brought up a pretty funny point about when people win a single tournament or they run hot one time, they think they're like the next coming to Jesus. And it's whether it was a skillful or luck, success over a long period of time is what's going to be the best measure of success in this field. I thought that was just a funny, because I've seen it. I am muted on so many streams. Let's go. Hey, sometimes you just gotta let it rip on the keyboard, but just know there's other people on the other side, and if they react one way, the 5 minute mute I think's hilarious. I don't use it enough, but typically we got good vibes, like all good vibes in the stream. So kind of lucky with that regard, like 100% lucky in that regard. But we are on our way to 3K subaroos. If you guys enjoy the stream, go down, slap the like, hit the sub, bell for notifications so you know when we go live. Let's pop up the draft board. I don't see anything crazy first round, just kind of standard. Puka to 10. Maybe that's, again, a little fall here with Genty and BTJ moving ahead. That's about it. Spags is a big personality. So he's someone that you're either like going to love and love him or hate him even. Like his takes are good. And that doesn't mean you hit. When someone's takes are good, that doesn't mean they have a 100% hit rate. No one does in this field. No one. Nobody. Good process is really all that you're chasing. Who has the best process on the most amount of players? Yo, I'm giving myself a 1 week Twitter timeout after watching that crash out. It's hilarious. He just punish himself. Time away is sometimes the best time. When we had both kiddos, I took a little break from the streaming, which understandably come back fresh. All right, so he wasn't lying when he said I was a fan. I've been supporting him. That's why his rant caught me off guard. And for the record, I wasn't the one who sniped him. He thought it was me. Okay, my apologies. Again, like I said, I'm not going to get 100% things right on this. Dude, honestly, Liam, stay away from takes on any Bills players. You're doing so good. Just stay away from the Bills. Stay away. All right. Yeah. So it was the timeout plus, Spags was shitting on him, which kind of part of the bit. I understand if you're giving someone money and they're making fun of you and you're not at a comedy show. I could see that going a different way too, but but that's Spags, big personality. I like the guy. He's a good dude. He's a grinder. Honestly, like from not even just streamer to streamer, but just like as someone that watches the YouTubes and does the best ball, he has value in his streams. Yeah, Nick, dude, I've reached out to you in Discord DMs, dude. Don't make me pull up the DMs. I had to pull out the ruler a couple times on Nick Bach here. Will McBride pull up? I don't want to do that. I kind of just want to do something like this. Let me refresh here. Let's hit the refresh button. How much Chase and DJ Moore do we have? Ooh, 7.1. I like that. I don't want Terry. Probably T. Higgs. T. Higgs, 21%. Jackson Smith, actually only 14%. I thought that was going to be chalk for us. We'll go JSN here. That's the only reason I was reaching a little bit. But we'll pull it in with DJ Moore. And honestly, that could be just completely unique. Yeah, it's completely unique through 3 rounds, which bestballoverlay.com, promo code Pounders, all caps, going to give you a huge advantage with this combination tool. Get different, especially at the end of the draft season, or at least this window of drafts for the big board. I have about 30 left that I'm able to do this with and really focus on getting different, especially if I don't have a super hot take in this area. Big help. All right, the inaugural. High limb? High limb. From the Plymouth. From the Plymouths. Plymouth Rock. Oh, I don't think it gets better. Honestly, that might have been like mid 9s. 9.4. 9.4. Got to be working for Underdog. Pulled the one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It must be that crazy Underdog deal we have. Oh, man. All right. What's going on in this room? Trey McBride's at 23. Pairs him with Tyreek, so it's like getting McBride at 26 and Hill at 23, really. So it's not going to be... It's basically right on ADP for both players. Funny how that works. I apologize if you guys were trying to make the... What was the stream supposed to be today? Like 2:30 or 3 or something? Just completely forgot about the kiddo has swim. Yeah, when you have 2 kids and they both have their own schedules, streaming becomes a little more difficult. But we still make it out here 4 days a week. Really? They didn't do this, right? Which is interesting. Because they had it last year. Not that I'm not like a huge Superflex guy. I'll do it for content. Especially because early in those contests, those middle round QBs fly up the board. Guys that go anywhere from like rounds 11 to 6, they fly up the board. So day 1, you draft as many as possible, and then you kind of just ignore the contest after that. You wait for the bottom 80% to fill in the rake. That's in my opinion. Biggest advantage in Superflex is day 1 fresh ADPs every time. Every time. Where's rookies and sophomores? Got to go back to my rookies and sophomores drafts. I know I had way too much Roman Wilson. Way too much Roman, but we crushed. We crushed in rookies and sophomores. Bro, dude, I've collected like 9 of these total. I don't, like, sure, it's in my description and stuff, but I'm not trying to be like the most advertisement pro ad streamer out there. Really, it's you come here, you get the content, you get the football. You get a little bit of the basketball overlay, but like that's because it's the best. Like, and it's partially mine. Shout out to Josh though. He hit me up today. The website is going to be ready probably in the next 10 days. Pretty sick. O'Marion off the board, Rice off the board. Rice getting some good news about his injury. He could easily be going at 40. Breece Hall falling to 39. Braylon Allen. Everyone hopping on the Braylon Allen train. Like, go away. Try to steal my Braylon Allen? Go away. Peanuts. Dear Lord, Peanuts. Give me James Cook here at 48. James Cook and Burrow, we'll call it a day. James Cook and Burrow. This is low. This is low, and this is why. Oh, no, you hate to see it. All right, we got James Cook, though. Who cares? Play ball. Usually, for me, I am mixing in a good amount. I'll check my QBs in a sec. I kind of want to go Kittle here. I don't have a ton of Kittle. Joe Mixon at 3.9%. Actually feeling good about that fade. Oh man, this spot's a headache. I like Addison. I don't even mind if you pull up one of these 3 guys. Let's go Kittle. I got to get this up a little bit. All right, let me pull up a little tweet that I saw today. This will be eye-opening for you guys that haven't seen this yet. Zach Savage over at is it Fantasy Football Land? Is that Zach? Good content, good dynasty dude. I think they also mix in a little bit of Underdog throughout the season, but not crazy. NFL teams who had the most visits with RBs pre-draft: Cowboys 11, Steelers 9, Jalen Warren, how you doing? Broncos 8, Texans 5, Patriots 4. Now, this one's interesting. This one, even if it's just a third down back, like this, that would kill. That would kill Mixon. That would hurt him for his range. Cowboys 11, they're just looking at everybody in all different rounds, it seems like. Steelers, same thing. Warren can still be the 1A. There is a chance Warren can still be the 1A. I do think you're taking an unnecessary risk, but could be the 1A. 0% on Mixons. See, It's really tough for me to go 0% on anyone, except for like Madison 2 years ago and Madison 3 years ago when we went Dobbins over Madison. Then Dobbins gets hurt week 1. When he falls, I think it's fine. Like to balance out your exposure, get him when he falls. 10 picks, whatever it is. We'll be updating this CSV, and he definitely has to drop a little bit. But I have a lot of these receivers over him. We're going to get an RB and a receiver to fall back to us. Do we want to go Caleb at pick 90, 96 is probably a really good spot for us. Like right on ADP? Yeah, right on ADP there. We're not going to be able to control if he comes back or not. It's just going to be in the draft god's hands. And guys, if we get to 50 likes, we are going to rip a second one tonight. So do the thing to the like button if you want to see more. We'll rip a second one. And we're already at 30, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. Ayuk at 61, Sam Laporte at 62, Judy at 63. What if Travis Hunter, right? Travis Hunter goes to Cleveland at pick 2. Judy falls. Judy falls behind like at least 4 to 5 receivers in this range. And Travis Hunter probably falls. Unless they somehow get a deal for Kirk Cousins. If they get a deal for Kirk, I mean, he's definitely on the back end of his career. Not going to be like, oh, Kirk Cousins is the gunslinger like he was. It's back end of his career, but a lot better than what they have now. It would at least balance out. And you would see Travis Hunter rise from he's at 89 now. We have him at 81. JT saying 3 more to fill the $100 bigger board if you guys want to do that with Mr. JT. Jalen Warren's price is horrible. That's another one like Dynasty Land. Thank you. What did I say? Fancy? What did I say? Football Land? I was close. Gotta be better. Little run of running backs here. What do we got here? Is this dude just on auto? Is that why he went? No, he's not. That's before ADP. That's 3 players before ADP. Oh, he's just doing whatever the hell he wants. Live free. I actually like this here, not going to lie. Wow. Ridley's freaking rising. And we just keep scooping. We keep scooping it. Take Hunter there. You can. You definitely can. It's not egregious at 73. I think it's fine. Yeah, baby. I 100% agree here. I'll go Sutton when he falls. I also like Knicks, though, too. Judy, draft him when he falls. But I have a lot of receivers that go after him, like in front of him. Reed's tough, especially if Green Bay is going to draft another receiver. Why is Ridley rising? People are finally realizing that this team is going to go QB 1 overall. He's getting a quarterback upgrade, and I'll pull up the depth chart of the Titans. Like 30% target share? Like easy? You got Tony Pollard, Ridley, Burks, Van Jefferson, and Chig. This might be the worst offensive core. God, the Pats are trying. The Pats are trying hard with theirs. Adding in Matt Collins. Pats is probably worse. God damn it. Used to be so nice to be a Pats fan. We deserve this. But yeah, that's why he's rising. I still think Ridley has room. Like he has He is right now. He is like locked down 30% target share. They're going to add a receiver. Like they have to. They're most likely going to draft multiple receivers. But even then, if he ends up with a 25% target share, 24%, you're happy with that? With the team that should be playing from behind? Yeah, there's going to be growing pains with the rookie QB, but he's going to have spike weeks. Maybe not the highest ceiling player in that range, but will provide you a good floor, and you can take a lot of shots on upside rookies. That's where I'm bringing in Ridley. Like you'll see me bringing a ton of rookies upside. 9 picks away. Get a good O-line. Not enough people pay attention to O-lines. Harris seems rich if they draft. Yeah, he's going in the correct range, though. It's going to depend what round that they use a draft pick on. Right. If they use round 1, round 2, sure. Yeah, he's probably going to fall. But they brought him in to be a workhorse. And it's a team that wants to run the ball, so he can be successful in that range, and there be a 1B. Like, that's completely fine for Najee. They want to run the ball. Again, this is a team that, like, you're looking at, like, Ladd McConkey and, like, Conklin, Quentin Johnston. They added Mike Williams. Like, this is a team that needs to draft a receiver, too. Do you really need a running back that bad when you bring in Najee to be the workhorse? That you go RB over receiver? Maybe. Coaches want to run the ball, so I could see it happening. Not going to rule it out, but hey, Ty, appreciate you, dude. Dropping one for the pound. Tyler had a fun stream tonight. Little secret guest of Bindies on the Fantasy Sanctuary. Check that out, guys, if you haven't. Just awesome content, good vibes. Cade Candler with the W there. Congrats, bro. I'll drop some spoons for you. Nice scoop. Now, this dude's definitely going Caleb for no reason, right? The 2-1-3-1, just this guy's all over the place. 21 picks ahead of ADP, just Joe Burrow snipe before ADP with no stack. Let's go. You have to talk it into existence, kind of depress them a little bit. May lose goal. I love when Underdog does that shit. Dude, we're going to get Aaron Jones at 97. Do we suppress his ADP or not? Do we make it 97 or 96? These are the small things that matters. These are the small edges. Yeah, okay. It's going to lose goal line work. Go away. We're not doing this Ty Chandler thing again, are we? 97? So he can be fresh? So he can be fresh for the playoff weeks? That's what they were hoping last year, like Ty Chandler would be. Take off some of the workload of Aaron Jones so he's fresh towards the end of the season for the playoffs. That's week 15, 16, 17. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Keep my boy fresh. Because when they need to win games, they lean heavily on the run. That's Green Bay for you. Pick 97. Crimes have been committed. Crimes have been committed tonight. Not just Snowman. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Oh, man. Yeah, no, this is coming out. This is coming out good. We obviously have to double tap receiver on the way back around, but 120, 121. Kind of a stiff area. Can go maybe Trey Harris plus. You're lucky if Hollywood Brown's there. We'll see what we're looking at. We could go. Yeah, it's a double tap at receiver there. Ben says 100% losing goal line work. Yeah, that's fine. Like Aaron Jones is going to get his pick 97. Like, what are we doing? We're drafting RB2s and offenses at pick 98. Cade with the thank you, kind sir. Yeah, man, Tyler's out here just doing the Lord's work. even then, like, is he losing 100% of goal line work? Like, I doubt that. You just don't know. You just don't know. Harbaugh loves Najee too. It'll be okay no matter what when they draft one, I would like to think. Yeah, it's just, that's a volume game with that offense. Like, it's going to be pretty hard for it to be a terrible pick. Even if he doesn't have that elite ceiling, he allows you to draft a little higher upside players later that might be a little more boom bust. Like, I'm not drafting Najee and then bringing in, like, players like Zeke, right? Like, you might go a little higher upside. You might not go Rashad White if you already feel like you have that floor type guy. If you don't think you're getting those spike weeks due to all that volume when they draft a second RB, we'll see what happens. We'll see where it is. So it sort of depends on how you're drafting after you take these players. You want a nice balance of upside. You want to give yourself a chance in week 17. Here we go. Lane dropping one. Aaron Jones inside the 5-yard line last year, 12 carries. Yeah, that's so he wasn't getting. This is kind of perfect. He only got 12 carries inside the 5-yard line last year. So I don't know if that's a data point for Mason or Jones. Because is he going to get less than 12 carries inside the 5? Like, sure, he wasn't efficient there. But I'm not convinced that that's actually a data point for Mason. It's good for Mason. Like, Mason at his ADP, if he is getting goal line work, 100% goal line work, that is good for him. Ooh, do we go the Dusty? Do we go the Dusty Pittman? Or do we go Mims? I'm not a big Mims guy, clearly, but I think we kind of want a little bit of ceiling. Maybe we just go both of these guys. Pittman and Mims. Kind of balance out the expos. I like Colston here too, just stopping at 2 tight ends. That could be a move too. That could be a move. Coming back around, Seattle QB, Tennessee with Cam Ward. We can target 2 of these guys. Purdy's gone, right? Let's test the waters here. Let's test the waters. Let's see. Let's take a chance. Let's see if we can get 2 receivers that we like on the way back around. Or at least one. At least one. We're going to stop at 2 tight ends, though. Give us a little love at the end of the draft. Adam goes, drama? I saw you today. Copy-paste day says Harbaugh didn't bring in his guy Najee for Najee to be replaced by a rookie. Only thing stopping Najee's an injury. And that dude doesn't miss time. Anyone else take the Akers bets? I've seen people with like 30% plus Akers, so I don't know if that was you on the Twitter machine, but I know people like Akers. Good luck, Tyler. Good luck, Tyler. Make sure she sees the pump. Remember the exercise I told you today in the Twitter DMs. Davis might die in the Mims Hill. The thing is, like, if the dude played 60 to 70% of snaps, play ball. Like, play ball. But the dude plays 30% of snaps. And, like, Denver should be adding to their receiver core this year, right? Jeez. I will say the last game of the year, I believe, playoffs, he played 60%, so that is a good uptick. If he kept on that train, 60 to 70%, he's fine for his role. In best ball, I pick, 115 where he goes. Wet towel, wax on, wax on. Come in peace. Can we fill that big board? You doing a bigger board or just straight up big? Bigs will fill quick. Mims might be good. Take on Mims is solely riding on the last game. I mean, when it matters most and he gets bumped up to 60% snaps, that's usually a good thing. But I still think there's some risk with them drafting. They got to draft another receiver. They can't roll out Sutton, Vell, Troy Franklin, and Mims, right? Like they have to add to this crew. The problem is they kind of run their offense sort of like Green Bay, where they'll run like 4 or 5 guys a game, and they're all getting a mix of like. Denver's a little different, I guess. Let me pull it up. You have your number one. Sutton's out there, majority snaps, 90% plus when he's healthy. Looks like they kind of ramped him a little bit, but when it mattered most, 90% plus in those playoff weeks. But they're playing 5 wide receivers, so these other guys aren't getting their full timeshare out there. And I guess they don't think there's a clear number 2, except here he gets bumped up to 69%. After that, there's not a single game over 50% snaps. Team could be adding to receiver. We'll see. It'd be pretty ugly for him if they did. That's a situation where if they don't add to their receiver core, I will have more Mims post-NFL draft than I would pre. And I don't think there's a huge like boost that he gets from this team not adding a wide receiver. I think he might rise like 8 to 10 picks. So like you're assuming a lot of risk while not getting that much upside unless you're correct on 2 things. They increase his time that he plays and they don't draft a receiver. That could make an impact on his playing time. So that's right. I just don't take those bets. His playoff performance was solid. He was good when he was on the field. Wow, Keenan Allen, 142. Someone that's going to rise when he gets a landing spot. Doesn't matter where it is. I'm afraid to check the receivers that are available. Oh, shit. We're going to go Wicks, who can't catch. No, I'm serious. I think we're going Wicks. Let's go Cam Ward here, bring in our second QB. Will Sam Darnold fall back to ADP? Will Sam Darnold fall back to ADP? I think we got to risk it. Let's go Wicks here. Let's not play any games. We'll reach up for him about 19 picks. Just being on the end sucks. Like, it gets back to me in 22 picks, and I'm going to be staring at, like, Alec Pierce, which is fine, I guess. But I don't know. It's kind of sketch. It's kind of sketch. Like, we're looking good with these 3 RBs. We obviously need another QB. Sam Darnold falling back to us will be pretty solid for this team. The dude better start training on his legs. He's going to be running for his life this season. I would take Mims in the 17th round. Oh, shit. I mean, I think, how much Knicks do I have? I was taking a ton of him early in the draft season when he started at like 114. He started late. About 10%. And I only have 1.7% Mims, so it really shows you how much we're fading him, especially when we're grabbing the QB a good amount. Oh, jeez. Wicks has what can't be taught. QJ learned to catch, kind of. Yeah. No, there was games where it's like, wow, he's really coming along. And then there was games where he was 0 for 5 drops. Like, oh. Yikes. Get the stickum, buddy. Get the stick-em on. No way, Adam. That last game, was he locked down? Buffalo. Not Buffalo. Was it Buffalo? They got skunked if it was Buffalo. Kane. Ah. Cowboy juice. Gross. Goddard at 156. Drake May on the right side of the board is interesting with Diggs. Stars in here. Gets the 12 spot. So that's crazy. So Mims had what, over 60% playing time in that last game, and he played the Bills. I remember that. He got absolutely skunked. 31 to 7. 2 catches, 4 targets, 12 yards. They gave him 2 carries too. Draw the Bills, tough. Tough matchup. There goes Gino. All right, we still got 2 QBs ahead of him. I thought they both might have gone. What do we do? Like, if Sam Darnold goes randomly, like, we're probably just good with grabbing Staffy or Bryce Young here. Staffy would just be like a strict advance rate play. Or week 17, you're hoping for flat scoring at QB. He gets, 25 points. Top scoring QB is at 28. You're not losing that much. And he could spread the ball. Kane, that's a good shout. Both those guys. I also like one of these guys coming up. No, oh my God. I was like, did he get drafted? I just didn't star him. Oh, there's one. Stay away from the purple, buddy. Stay away from the purple. You got Joe Burrow, Bo Nix. Let's go for the boy on the one time. Giddens and Sam Darnold, welcome to the team, I think. That's what we're doing. Maybe a little Colston Loveland to Seattle? Woo! Possible. Absolutely possible. We get lucky on our 2 correlated QBs falling to ADP, especially when you're in the 1 spot, you're on the ends, like you just have so much less control of what comes back to you. You have no positional advantage. Dylan Sampson at 170. Copy paste dates goes, this team's pretty nutted. Appreciate you. You always like a draft when it comes to you. They don't always, especially when there's some badgeless freaks in your room. No offense to anyone that's a badgeless freak. It'll come one day. 7 likes away and we'll rip a second one. 7 likes away and you can take my money one more time. Just one more time tonight, though. Staffy, Bryce Young. Who else does he have? Dak and Patrick Mahomes. Glad I got my guys, that's for sure. This dude's going super under the radar. Super under the radar. We'll see what comes back to us. I'm liking the spot we're in, though, especially if, we might be able to go 3 tight ends pretty comfortably. I think our last pick's going to be a luxury pick, and my favorite thing to do in the 20th round right now is draft tight end, because I think you have the highest chance of actually not getting a 0. And there's just not there's not a lot left at RB. There's not a lot left at receiver. QB, if you want to take the shot on like an old, want to take a shot on a geriatric like Kirk Cousins or something, but we don't need that for this team. Biggest board. He wants a biggest board. Cullen says, I have 45% get-ins. I may need to chill. Pat's going O-line will give Drake May a nice little boost, I think. It's not going to be crazy, but you got to think they also got to draft a receiver, too. Fanspeak, assuming it's Meg. What's up? Loving those stacks, and like you said, it doesn't always work out at the turn. No, it does not. You're at the mercy of the room, whatever they want to give you. Stars with the double click here, Ertz and Henry. Pairs Henry with Drake May, so he's also having a nice draft from the 12 spot on the end. A little A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith. He brings up Smith and Hurts. With Nico Collins at 12, too. I didn't see he got Nico at 12. Chuba at 60, Ayuk, Tony Pollard, Diggs, Jane Higgins, assuming he's going to need a couple more receivers. Team's looking good, though. Stars is cooking for the 12 spot. Stars is cooking. Like 12's no joke. But you get Nico at 12, it kind of, that'll make it a little easier, I'll tell you that much. I'll make it a little easier. All right, let's check our QBs here. Also, my QBs with Chase. Okay, my highest is Burrow. Would have liked one more share there, because this, I would probably be a little more happy if it was around 40, 45% in that range, but 28's low. Interesting. Okay, and then I just have a spread of QBs, which is standard. Got to be out of the draft board. Chase, DJ Moore, JSN, Ridley, Michael Pittman, Wicks, Kittle, Colson, Loveland. We're probably going to go last round tight end, I think. Caleb, 70% with DJ Moore. 7 out of 10 teams. This will be 8 out of 11. Cedric Tillman. Derrick Henry. 50% of my Caleb teams have Derrick Henry. That's an odd one. Probably because DJ Moore is going in the middle of that third round. He's been rising a little bit, so I don't think he really falls in line with Henry anymore, does he? Henry goes at 14.8, and DJ Moore's at like 30. Of course, I forgot the dots. 30. 14 and 30. Yeah, so it's not like you can get that a ton. Let me see. I'm curious if that's... I'm just assuming. Yeah, good amount, actually. Have a good amount with Derrick Henry. So I was drafting him early when he was going 30 plus. I kind of like the double tap here. I don't think we need to go RB necessarily. I would have liked Damian Martinez to come to us. It just didn't happen. Where'd Damian Martinez go? You sickos. You sickos taking my guy. Yeah, that's a wide receiver room there. I don't want to draft receiver in the 20th round. It seems super gross right now. Probably double tap RB in the next one, then go last round tight end. That's what it's looking like. That's what I think is going to be the best for the value pockets here, positionally. Ollie Gordon, I would have liked one of these two. If one of those two are there, we were selecting them. We hit 50. Oh, dear. All right, it looks like we're ripping another one after this. No, we're at 49. We're at 40. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. We're at 49. Don't jump the gun here. There's a chance. There's a chance it goes down to 12. Send us to sleep. Steve, what's going on, man? Awesome stream you guys had. Congrats on 500 subs. Fanspeak Network. Check them out on the YouTube machine. Doing great work. They got like 5 people that work for them. So you're getting takes from everybody. Nice little fun family environment. Yeah, Joshua, I agree. Talk about super gross. Every RB after Damien feels pretty disgusting. I agree. And I used to like Rashard Smith, but man, the dude can't hold on to the ball. We'll see. If he's there though, we're probably clicking him just for the speed, just for the 40 speed alone. Mr. Mufasa, good evening, Pat and the Pounders. What's up, man? Welcome to the live stream. Gonzo, looking at the early vaults, and some guy had Jamar Chase, London, Genty. Oh, yeah. That's crazy because Genty started at like 17 or 18, but when people don't do their research on rookies, they fall. That first couple weeks, they fall. My first draft, my first big board draft in freaking January, wasn't prepared. Obviously, just wasn't prepared. I'm looking to see like what the ADPs are going to look like the whole 9, right? I jump in and I'm at 17 or 18. I think it's 17. I'm looking at CMC. I'm like, I'm not ready to answer this question. Like, I have no idea. It's freaking January. I don't know. I just went Genty. It's like, it's funny because now they're both rising. Now they're both going closer to the 1-2 turn. Genty, you've seen him going in the first round a couple times. He is he the first player to get that shirt off bonus? You know what I mean? They get one picture, one video with their shirt off, and they just get steamed. I think he's the first guy this year. Wait for Nick Chubb, though. The squat video's coming. Trust me. The squat video's coming. 620 pounds. I'm good with this base. I'd be happy with 5 RBs here. I think we'd be fine, but we are going to draft. We're going to draft 2 because we can. We're just good positionally everywhere else. So Chase, DJ Moore, JSN, Ridley, Michael Pittman Jr. is wide receiver 5. Wicks, Kyle Williams, and Jalen Royal is still spike week, dude. Could be fun. Sus, yeah, I grabbed Chase, Genty, AJ Brown, start day 1. Ruined the rest of the draft, of course. Could not land the plane. Back when Hollywood had no ranking, yeah. He was free. Absolutely, he was free. We'll take a peek. I know we gotta have a funny draft in there somewhere. You freak, I just knocked over my drink. No way. No way. I haven't done that in so long. No way. I need to grab a towel. I need to grab something. I'll be right back. Loser! I don't think I grabbed enough. Sad day. Sad day. R.I.P. R.I.P. 1/3 my drink. Well, this area is gonna smell like beer for a little bit. Which there are worse smells in life. There are much worse smells in life. Torrey Horton off. Someone I saw actually, Pat Corain, bring up the board. That drew me right to looking at his rankings or his highlights. We need to take receiver off the board, although if we needed one, Restrepo is like maybe getting a little too much hate from his 40 time, which I get. Realistically, we would like Sean Tucker here. 4481, 4491 for that guy. Okay. For the 3-hole. Does this guy find the Sean Tucker click? Like, I don't think so, right? I don't think so. Oh, man. I want to go tight end in the last round, but we have the... Let me think about this. Yeah, we're good. We're good. There's a chance Jarquez is still available, too. Like, we're chilling. We're chilling. Chiggy, Calvin Ridley, potential stack with Cam Ward. I mean, more likely than not, right? Got trust the books. Hashtag trust the books on this one. Torrey Horn very much okay on the eye test. I agree. Again, these are just flyers. Round 17 plus, like you're taking shots, and that's where I would kind of rather not be drafting receiver in this range. There's a couple guys like Slayton will go late. I still think he's okay. Like he's gonna give you what, 2.5 spike weeks, 3.5 spike weeks. Over under is probably set to like 3 on the dot or 2.5. But he's not exciting, right? He's not someone that's going to like pop off and give you 7 spike weeks next year, be going to pick 125. Like, that's not Slayton. So you kind of gravitate to some of these rookies. And rightfully so. Like, last year, McMillan, Ricky Pearsall, both had really good week 17s. Really need the Browns to take Travis Hunter and keep the Slayton dream alive. That's the thing. Slayton, I'll mix him in, and I think it's a little better. I think it's a little better because it's a little less likely. Cleveland goes Shedeur at 2. So with that news being, I think that's wildly positive for Slayton in this range. If you need someone to just get you, fill in some points for you. 2-2. There's like rumors he's potentially going to get more time this year, but that wide receiver 3 position, I think, is just going to rotate. It's just bound to rotate. You're going to have your top 2 guys, then I don't know. If you have Staffy, like, sure, 20th round, big board, absolutely. I don't think we're going to have to worry about 2-2 in a matter of 2 weeks. Sus, you ruin a lot of your drafts is low-key funny. Damn. Coming out here fighting. Harold Fannin. Stars bringing in Booty. Booty to go with Drake May and Henry, as well as Diggs. Thing is, if Travis Hunter does go to Cleveland, or even the Giants, like Diggs would get a boost. You'd get a small boost. Pats aren't going Tet at 4. I'd throw up. Dart off the board. Kirk Cousins gone. And again, if you get freaking 12 games from Kirk Cousins, 14 games, you're cooking. I even say 12 is fine. You're just looking for a couple weeks for him to add points to your team. Jaden Daniels, Trevor Lawrence, Jones, and Kirk's kind of rough, though. There's a couple teams that went 4 QBs here. Chubb in Booty. Both at the 19-20 turn there. I think we get our guy. Jarquez, man. I'm trying to get away from the Kendrick click. I am. I promise. I'm trying. I can't. God damn. I know it. I gotta go to there's gotta be some sort of social group for people that draft too much Kendra. If you guys find one, just at me. Just at me on Twitter. What day is it? It's 4/7. Damn. That's crazy. All right. I'm assuming we hit the lucky number of 50. Oh my. I almost just joined a golf. That would have been bad. We just 12 out of 12. I'm sorry. It wasn't me. There's got to be a bunch of sickos in here. We hit the 3 spot. Ooh, J-Dubs at 6. What's up, baby? Ooh, couple badge lists. Love to see it. Love to see it. Fresh blood. Fresh blood in the room. That last room was soft. Stars, I'm not talking about you. Don't worry. I'll pull up the team for the listeners. We ended up with Caleb, Cam Ward, and Sam Darnold. 3 QBs, a must there. James Cook at 48. Najee Harris, Aaron Jones at 97. DJ Giddens, Sean Tucker, Kendre, Chase, DJ Moore, JSN, Calvin Ridley, Michael Pittman Jr., Wicks, Kyle Williams, and Jalen Royals. 8 receivers with Kittle, Loveland, and Chiggy just for the stack. Could have stopped here at 2. Believe you could have stopped here at 5 RBs if you needed to. I think it was a pretty well-balanced team. We also got a little bit of value falling to us, and we freaking scooped it. I'll pull Star's team up. I think he was the only other one in the draft. What's up, J-Dubs? In the house. Steve said missed the draft, but good luck. Appreciate you, man. Go need that. Land 2 planes in a row? No way. Hasn't been done. Is this where we go Bijan over Jefferson? End of season. Kind of balance this out a little bit. I mean, the money's close because we got Bijan at 250. So the money's actually a lot closer than what the percent say. But that team could just suck. Let's go Bijan start. Let's do a Bijan start. Stars, I just realized you were live. Where's Milton? He was in the stream. He was adding to his case. You can check back. I covered it right when we opened, probably the first 15 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. All right, let me pull up Star's team because I think he cooked at the 12 hole. Besides, I'm not the biggest fan of the Chubb click, but maybe on that many RBs, it's fine. You're just looking for touchdowns, little touchdown roll. Hurts and Drake May. He goes A.J. Brown and Smith, pulls up A.J. Brown as well, pairs it with Nico, who falls to 12. Ayuk, Diggs, Booty, and Henry to go with Drake May. Higgins and Slayton, Goddard, Ertz, this tight end room's, I think, really good value. Chuba, Pollard, B-Rob, Spears, White, Shipley, Chubb. RB room looks kind of homely, but I mean, you got enough firepower there. I like to say that this looks correct. It's not like you went too light at RB. Nice draft. I'm glad you were on the other side of the board, though. Appreciate that. Stay away. Stay away from my clicks. Get back. Get back. Tutu's MVS. What is his whole team going to get hurt? That was MVS last year. Whole team got hurt. And they were on their 3rd string QB. I don't know if MVS is MVS. Stars paying the rake book says, ooh, out here fighting words. Did we not learn? Al Boogs. Might have to add a keyboard warrior freaking emoji. Brock Bowers and A.J. Brown, that's going to be different. You're also not going to see it in the finals. I'm sorry. It's 3:30 somewhere. J-Dubs is with us. J-Dubs is at the 6 hole, gets Lamb. I think he's the only pounder in here. If there's someone in here hiding in the shadows, reveal yourself. If you guys are watching and not logged into your YouTube machine, log in, say hello, subscribe, help us get to 3K, do the like thing, helps the content, helps draw more people to the stream, helps us out a little bit. Very little, but it's the Lord's work. ER7, what's up, baby? Good to see you, dude. ER7, what's Dallas doing in round 1? And what do you want to see? Hootie. What do you think they're going to do? And what do you want them to do? 2 different things, especially especially for Dallas. you gotta ask both questions. What should they do? Potentially RB. What will they do? D-line. Oh, Christ. Gibbs, JT, Achan, CD. Oh, look, Achan, CD for J-Dubs. Achan's been falling to 19. And Trey McBride's second time going the second round tonight. I can't make decisions for myself. I have 0 shares of Tyreek Hill and Bijan, so that's what we're doing. Thank you, bestballoverlay.com. Promo code Pounders. See how you sneak that in right there? 25% off, only $30 a month. Biggest edge in best ball. See how you sneak that in? Get rid of Jerry Jones. With our first round pick, we will be trading Jerry Jones for an undrafted free agent. Hill and Moore, 8%, real low. Garrett Wilson, 0. There we go. Help me make decisions. Thank you. Didn't know I had none. Out of 12 teams, that's kind of impressive. Bry dropping to 420. Appreciate you, brother. Harold Fanning Jr. Not a Bucky guy, I'm not a Bucky guy. 30 drafts left. I can get that to 8% pretty easily. I probably just need three more shares. I went Bijan here, so didn't really want to do the 2 RB start. There's a bunch of us in the next draft. Let's go. We dodged the sharp room. Let's go. Oh, we must have insta-filled. The overflow room's going to be tight. Can someone mark that room? I want to know who comes in the top 3. Better be one of you guys. It's got to be like 9, 10 of you in there. 2 RBs not fun now. No, the receivers are sort of pushed up at this point. Especially some of the rookies that we like some of the sleepers. It's not what it was. Let's see if we can find a let's do one of these. Let's do a scroll the F down. It's been a minute. Oh my god. January 27th. Not live. First draft. I think this is the Genty team. We go Genty at 18. I was like, do I go CMC at 18? I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this question. But we get Genty, which this is now obviously a super rare combo. You're not typically getting CeeDee Lamb and Genty now. So love to see that for the first draft. That is one of the advantages of drafting early. I went Will Levis. This was a complete panic pick. I texted Nick after. I was like, I don't know what that was. Genty, Cook, Aaron Jones, Swift at 127, Miller, Justice Hill, Lamb, Smith, Waddle, Shaheed, brutal. That was another one where it's like, I didn't know. I only drafted him twice. I was like, that didn't feel good. After I clicked, I'm like, that one didn't feel good. But we get gold in here, so it's like switching their 2 ADPs, which is fine. Mims, Thielen, Troy Franklin, Pat Fry, K-Dot, and then Komet, just 3 tight ends. Nothing too flashy here. Dak at 151, though. Bo Nix. We were definitely ahead of ADP on Bo Nix early. Not the craziest team for draft 1, but who was in this? Was Nick in this? Yeah, Nick was in this. It's funny that I remember. And Jay Timber's also a sharp. Does a lot of dynasty, as you can see. Jaden Higgins early 150. Tez Johnson before the draft. Obviously way before the NFL draft. Let's see the first live draft. Bakey Bake, Caleb, 2 risers for QBs. Derek Carr, Achan, Derrick Henry, Kamara, Ray Davis, Chubb, and Brashard Smith. I mean, 3 RBs by Kamara. You're in play. Evans, DJ Moore, 39. Olave, Myers, Josh Downs, Quinn Johnson, Wandale, Nash, Ferguson, On, and Juwan. I'm fine with that. All right. That's enough. We get tested in this range again. It's so gross. It's so gross. We're bringing up Godwin. Drew's going to be thrilled. If he sees that, Drew's going to be thrilled. He's going to be thrilled. The pre-Tootin, 100% pre-Tootin. I don't think I was drafting Tootin until like episode 7. He's going to be there. Oh, he's not. It's fine. We'll just double tap receiver. Kind of get away a little from the 20% DK. Don't hate it, but like I'm kind of capped out there. That could have been Waddle Olave as well. Addison, don't mind. What are we at on Hampton? We're at 7.7. I must have him in a bigger board too. 366. I don't mind double tapping receiver in that range though. We'll see where Hampton lands. Hampton goes to like Dallas, like he's gonna freaking fly up the board. If he gets a good landing spot, he's gonna fly up the board. But yeah, there's gonna be RBs that come back to us, so why not just double tap receiver there? This way we get to skip the Judy, Pickens, Ridley range. And then potentially on the way back around, we get a rookie at 94. Travis Hunter's ADP's 89 now. That's probably going to be Baker there. 94. We'll see if he lands. See if he lands on 94. Where's the Evans team? Is he 2R right? I think so. But he's got Lamar. Lamar and Bakey Bake's a good combo, though. We'll see what he does. Stop drop. Yeah, me too, basically. Man, my exposure was very high, and then even just the trade rumors, like the teams that were in play, Chargers were a big player. The Pats, there were some landing spots that were juicy, and we were reaching probably 6 to 12 picks ahead. Really stacking up, and we get Pittsburgh. DK too expensive. We're gonna look back and be like, wow, I can't believe I took a DB at 89. Olave 1 concussion away from. Yeah, but I don't know. If the dude doesn't get concussed, Shaheed returning back from injury, he should be able to cook. Just in target share alone. For his range, I don't know. I think the Olave click's fine. I haven't been on him the last 2 years, so I don't know if this is one of those where I'm like hedging my fade over 2 years. I mean, he wasn't playing well before he was concussed last year. That's the thing. Ridley goes. Bry H with the team's dead. Standard. Every time. Myers goes. What if we just did something like this? I know 75, like, obviously teams have him, like, all the way to 123 probably paired up with Bijan. So you're trading a 7th rounder for an 11th rounder for a portion of those drafts that happened in that time period, probably like 10 to 40%, right? Even more that go in like 99 range to 123. I don't think it's the biggest deal. Kind of just drafting against your pod that you're in right now. This is also not a bad spot to mix in Quinshawn. We're going to take the shot that Bakey Bake falls. I mean, Hunter could also fall. We're at pick 94. It's not likely, but because he's still rising every week. You can't get me to draft Connor? Yeah, I bet you were the same way last year, too. And maybe you were right. Didn't play week 17. Max Sauce in the house. What's up, baby? Yep. Yeah. I don't know, Pep. I don't know what to tell him. Like, I don't know what to tell him. Goes in the same range every year. He's maybe what, like 20 picks more expensive this year, a round and a half. Like Trey Benson showed zero light. They'd even get the guy 100 touches. The dude caught 6 balls. Like, I don't know. Not going to say, yeah, you were off him, just doubling down. Yeah, one of these years you'll be right, Bri. And then we could celebrate. One of these years. Oh, shit. How many games did James Conner end up missing last year? It was less than normal, but he still missed. What, he missed 2? It's going to be my guess. I know he missed week 17. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He played 16 games. He missed 2 games. He missed 2 games. I mean, it's not like his efficiency went down. 4.6 yards per carries is great. 47 catches on 55 targets. I don't know. It also seems like that Arizona is going to be targeting wide receivers too. So I didn't tell the story. Maybe we should. Was it Saturday morning or Sunday morning? What day is it? I guess Sunday morning was yesterday. Brother goes, "Hey, I'm going to be on a flight. I need you to play in this satellite poker tournament for me." Ended up, it was a rebuy tournament. Ends up being like 300 people with rebuys. Top 30 win a ticket into. So that was a $77 satellite that he won a ticket into from a $6. I win, come in the top 30 to put me into a satellite for a $630 tournament, 156K up top. He doesn't tell me that the tournament is directly after. Right when it got down to 30 players, I get moved directly into another room. Mind you, 2 kids at the house, wife just looking at me, giving me the size. That's when you know you're in trouble. You get that. Dude, there was 600 people or 700 people in that $630 tournament. They were all paying the wife to distract me with the size. The size got me. Bad fold with aces. You're a fish. You're a fish. No, you're right. You're right. We talked that one out though. You liked the fold. You like the fold. I'll pull it up. We got any poker people in the stream? You must. That's how I got into this lifestyle here with best ball. We'll take Christian Kirk. Thank you. Pass on him. We'll take him. We appreciate you so much. Appreciate you so much. Also could have been Tyler Warren there. Would have been fine with that. Here's the $630 tournament here. We get aces pre-flop, raised to like 2.5 biggies after being checked to me. It goes call. Flop, lead out for whatever, 2.85 biggies. Followed by an all-in for 26 and all-in for 109 big blinds. I'm sitting here with 50.7, no flush draw available. I'm like, one of these guys has trips, like has to. And like this guy's representing in the blinds, representing 6-7. What do these guys have? What do these guys have, boys? What do these guys have? I'll show you in a sec. I'm curious what you guys think they have. Oh, Omaha's awesome. Omaha home games. Woo! Get me going. Get me going. Oh, I never posted it in the Discord. Let me throw it up in the channel. I have a photo. It's just easier than showing it on my phone. $630 tournament. So soft. I haven't played poker in like 8 years. So honestly, it was just fun playing. And the fact that we advanced into this tournament was a small feat alone that I was happy with. So, word. Where's the freaking hand? Here it is. I just sent it in the Hangout channel on Discord. I'll pull it up. Bro's got sevens. This makes sense, though, right? This makes sense. I was calling his bet. This dude is isolating with 8-6 of clubs? Brother don't even got a pair. Got an open-ender. And a backdoor flush draw in one. He's got 2 overs, right? Like, what kind of soft? What kind of soft? Poker, man. So much fun. So much fun. Always be my first love. Kings and jacks. That's not even a tight fold. That's just a good fold. I ran that by so many people. That's good. First all-in makes sense. Second one, that guy's got 0 brain cells. 0 brain cells. Bakey Bake, Bijan, James Conner, Quinshon Judkins, Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson, Godwin, Tet, and Kirk. I also think we're pulling Godwin into an interesting position. I'd be surprised if I have any Tet with Godwin. 0. This is Colston Loveland time. This is what we call Colston Loveland time. I would have liked Drake May there, though, and just made it work with Drake May. Shit. Yeah, Ben, dude. The thing is, like, I'm in the hand for, like, 5 big blinds, right? So it's not like I have a huge investment into the pot. And when it goes all in on a board where it's the button and someone in the blinds with that flop, no flush draw, I think that's a pretty easy fold. Plus $630 tournament. Man, people just throwing money away like that? Like, maybe I should go back. I guess we just Stroud it here. Grab our second QB. Bakey Bacon Stroud, probably still going 3. Could have gone Fields there too. I don't know. Who do you guys like to see in there? Stroud or Fields? Stroud obviously so much more safe. to play the whole entire season. Ben likes Fields. Get the rushing upside. Especially pairing him with Bake. Like, I could see it. That's a discount on Fields now. Goddamn, boys. Goddamn. Where were you 3 minutes ago? All in Stroud. Wow. I don't know about all in. When I have Garrett Wilson, I want to have a pretty good mix there. And I'm curious what our mix actually looks like. Fields. 26. How about Bakey Bake? Bakey Bake, 72% Evans. Where's the Godwin? Let's go. Get to boost that up a little bit. We like that. Auden at 63%. Love to see it. Nice balance. 5 receivers through Kirk. Feels good. We're in a good spot. Remember where people drafted Stroud last year? That was tough. I was glad I want to say I wasn't on that, but I'm going to check because I'm curious. I don't fully remember. We had 1% Mahomes last year, so. But were we clicking Stroud? That's the question. Here we go. I don't think so. Load. There we go. 507 drafts. %. Oh, we had 8% Mahomes last year? We had 8%. 1% Kelsey. That was the 1%er. Well, we had at least it was under field average. At least it was under field average. Houston triples for all the money. We got there on the Cincy double last year with Gesicki Higgins. That paid out. Only got to be right once in a while, boys. That's it. It helps if you're right once a year like us, but just run hot. It's that easy. Just run hot 3 years in a row. You could stream too. Would have loved one of those two. J-Dubs punishing us. Absolutely punishing us. Probably be happy with Leggett here, to be honest. We could go Tua. I don't think I have a ton of Tua. With Tyreek, 33%. Leggett's gone. I'm leaning more towards Tua now, too. Could go Tootin first, then Tua. These guys don't have Waddle. They don't have Jonnu. Obviously, they don't have Achane. Let's bring in Tootin here at 142. Haven't drafted him in so long. It's been a minute. Coker goes. I think Coker's at risk, too, before the NFL draft. Not one of my favorite clicks right now. Bryce goes. He was just setting up the stack, understandably. Could go RB in this range too, but I think we're still going to get RBs to come back to us that we like at 166 and 171. So we're comfy there. This could also be tight end in this range. Let's just stop here with these 3 QBs. Oh, way too much, Adam. Way too much. I thought it was way under that, too. Thought it was way under that. But the thing is, Adam, where you're wrong, you're right. And where you're right, you're wrong. I don't know if that's an actual saying, but our number 1 drafted receiver was Rashee Rice. So if you pair those 2 takes together, you could argue Mahomes was bad because Rice got hurt. I won't do that. Let your boy live. Let your boy live. More than 2 times the field on Rice, dude goes down. We still almost win a tourney. It was like 2.5 minutes left in that Detroit game. I just need J-Mo to not catch another ball for 10K. 10K more. I was in the hospital. For those that don't know, if you guys are new to the stream, I was in the hospital. Little man number 2 being born. Now that we know, the next day, we get held that night. And I'm sweating week 17 for first place in the MMG. Yes. Honestly, that's where it should have just got minus points. Where were you? I don't remember, but I was watching. And I said no. So many times at the TV. Yeah, dude, way to get there. I also had Rice on both of my at-home league drafts. And Pittman was going before Rice. And I live streamed one of those redrafts. I think I live streamed both of them. And Pittman goes way before Rice in the draft. And obviously we just go get our guy Rice. That ended up probably being my best and worst draft pick of the year. It's all right. $2. $2 holla from the Bry. Second one tonight. We appreciate you, bro. Of course they're real. Have you ever seen Neil Orfield? Yo, I'm sorry, Neil. I didn't mean to catch you like that in a $2 holla. I appreciate you, Neil. Can't wait to we got to get the band back together. You guys see a lot of solo streams. Curious if you guys are watching this afterwards. Duo streams, guest streams, or solo streams? Let's set up a little. Let's end this. How do I end my... Here we go. Start a poll. Oh, get in. Chill. Chill on the RBs, boys. Chill. Leave me one. All right, we're throwing that poll up. Cedric Tillman goes. RJ Gravy. We're not going Algier here, boys. We'll probably bring in Kate Otten for the stack. I don't like the way this is falling now. The third QB, I think, was a mistake. We should have stayed here, too, and just pushed. Maybe someone will go Kate Otten. Put us back on track. We don't have to go Kate Otten. But Baker doubles? Baker doubles anybody? Baker doubles? Yo, Ben, that's good. Shit. It also feels good to get a receiver here. We're going Cade. A 3-5-5-2. What did we do? Where did we go wrong? It was the do-a-click. I'm telling you, it was the do-a-click. Guess we could have went receiver, tight end there too. It's fine. I kind of like that range. There's still some hope in 190. There's some hope. Currently cooking a Baker double as we speak. Getting some donuts ready. Guest streams. Yo, Bri, I'm not going to show that one, man. I don't even know if I could show that on the YouTubes. That's crazy. Got to have a good mix. Just like a balanced offense. Jeez. Did you need to? No, dude. No. You're right. The toot and click also could have been literally anyone else. But he seemed like it was a good spot to mix him in. Bijan Start, James Conner, Quinshawn. Like, why not? That's where we're at there. Did you need to? And absolutely not. Did we want to work him in? Yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We got 205 watching, 160 on the Twitter machine. Don't be shy. Don't be lazy. Click the link. Help us out on the YouTubes. We're trying to get to 3K. That's the goal this year in the offseason. 3K is the goal. 16th round, we have a 3-5-5-2. Freaking balance is all hell. Obviously, we're stopping these 3 QBs. Bake, CJ Stroud, Tua, all comboed with Hill, Godwin, and Kirk. Bijan, James Conner, Quinshawn, Tootin, Harvey. We did bring on Cade. Do we land Schultz, too? The thing is, we can't take him in this round, I don't think. That'd be a force because RBs and receivers are going to dry up. So we'll see what comes to us, but I think we have to push our tight end 3 no matter what. Did you say 65? I said 100. We'll do 100. Do 100 likes. We got 100. We got 208 watching. Could easily get there. A few clicks away from the Twitter machine link to, signing into your grandma's account. And just liking the video. If you enjoy the content. If you don't, I don't know why you're watching. Jack Besh. Some people just like to see others in pain. Sometimes I have those streams where it's like, damn, this team. I'll tell you when I'm paying the rake. It'll be like one out of. It's obvious at least. It's obvious at least one out of every 15 streams we pay the rake for sure. But those other 14 we put up a fight. This is going to be a double tap. This is going to be a double tap. It's going to be a 1-2. This is going to be a 1-2 here. We're going to ignore. I think we might even be able to get Restrepo slow on the way back around 220 ADP. We'll see. Dude, if we reach 100 likes before this draft's over, I'll do a bigger board draft for my next stream. We're at 40. With 40 away with 208 watching, super easy. We'll rip $100. Why not? We might even make it a biggest board. We might even surprise. It might be a 250. I wasn't going to do another 250, but we might do another 250. Yo, Pep, dude. Oh, shit. Just trust. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Would have loved if Damian Martinez was here. He usually... Dude, why did Hayden have to make that video? I'm so glad I was at least at... I was at 16%. I can't get him anymore. Do we just go Schultz here? Let's just go Xavier here. Schultz is not a must. I don't want to really be drafting receiver or running back in the last round. Let's just reach up and get him. I'd go Tolbert, but having Christian Kirk, Godwin, I don't know. Some people like him. James, Eagles, loves Tolbert. I think I brought him in a couple times stacked with Dak, but I think he's really good for cash games, right? If you're looking for points, guaranteed points per se in this round at receiver, I think he could be good for that. So in return, does that mean good advance rate player? Maybe. I bet it's kind of balanced. I bet it's somewhere in the 8 to... It's maybe a plus 5% type guy. Just because there's going to be so many zeros. That being said, is he giving you upside for week 17? I don't know. I think he sort of had it made last year with... Lamb played, but Lamb was hurt. Dak got hurt, but also they had Brandon Cooks, who was just dust. And Ferguson got hurt, who is typically the wide receiver or the favorite number 2 target on the team. So I think in a way he kind of ran hot with injuries besides the Dak injury, obviously. And then we expect Dallas to draft someone. That's the bigger problem I have with this. I fully expect them to draft someone in the first or second round. Is this last year? Tolbert had breakfast with Dak storyline and didn't break out. Bearish. Dude, is that last? That must have been last year you're talking about. I don't remember that. I would take Malik Washington again, just for upside, end of season. And I'm not even big on. I don't really want the wide receiver 3 in Miami. I don't want the wide receiver 3 in Miami. I mean, I'm even a little lower on Jonnu at this price. I have 1.7% Malik. When I heard Corley was staying in Rogers' guest house, I was so sold. Then he dropped the... Dude, we saw the same thing with Christian Watson. Should have known, though, like, obviously. He brings over his buddy, Lazard, to the Jets. You already knew it was going to happen. It's so obvious with Rodgers. Until it isn't. I don't really love what we did here at RB. I do agree that Toot and Click could have been something else. Maybe tight end. Mason Taylor goes too. That's kind of punishing in a way. I like Sean Tucker here. Pair it with Godwin. Pair it with Bakey Bake. Not going to be the pass catching guy, but potentially if you get some injuries to Bucky, might be able to push through a Godwin on a low week where he scores 2 tutties. He carries the ball that day. 2024 Odell was so good. Dude, all the olds in this range are just... It's not exciting anymore. Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson, Godwin, Tet, Kirk, Kyle Williams, Restrepo slow. Restrepo so slow, 40-yard dash. Just like looking at it sideways, like Conklin. Arjuan's super low. Let's add in a Juwan share here. We're at 3.9%. Get him at 219. Mix it in. Mason Taylor's typically our guy. Also like Chiggy. Harold Fannon's gone. Schultz went at 206. 3 tight ends. One's correlated. You got Colson Loveland too. I don't mind it. Yeah, I like Ty Felton in the 20th. How much do we have? I'm over 10% on Ty. I'm not. It's fallen. But we have him in... We must have him in a bigger board or biggest board, 400. Now I'm curious. We have him in a biggest board. He could find... I could see him being good in half-point PPR just because of his physique. He's going to need to find a red zone role, though, on a team. Just box people out in the red zone. You guys talking about the receiver, right? RB1. Don't confuse me like that, brother. It's like, wait a sec. Did he change positions? Got some... Take some Hill shit going on? FFPC? All right, 3673. Honestly, this could roll receiver or running back here. That'd be awesome. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Bijan, James Carter, Quinshon. I think we just have to lean into these. I think we have to lean into these 6. It's gonna be 7 starting with Bijan and having 3 pre 80, pre 100 even is probably enough capital there. I think this has to be a receiver. I don't mind it being Malik here. Super low on the click. It's a spot that I think makes sense. And now we'll just see if he comes to us. That's it. Where would you want him to land? Where would you want Savion to go? Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. Like Bears? San Fran? Bears if they don't get Genty? Like, Bri, did you hear my answer, bro? I answered this, bro. I already answered. Jets. I don't know. With Fields? I don't think that's a good spot. Just replace Debo. San Fran does make sense, I guess. Just replace Debo. Dude's not Debo, though. Dude's not Debo. Bro's fucking 6'4", right? He's a giraffe. He's a giraffe. Debo's 6 feet tall. Like I see that. I see Savion Williams basically just like a red zone guy. I don't know. Nothing on Jets sounds good. That is honestly that's true. Besides Braylon Allen. Nah, Garrett. I think Garrett Wilson's gonna eat this year. I think Brees, as long as they don't push him down to like a freaking 50 or 60% workload, if they at least give him 70, he'll be fine for his range because Justin Fields sneakily checks the ball down a lot. I don't think a ton of people know that. So he's falling because of the negative coach speak, more so the positive coach speak on like, well, we have 3 backs we're going to use. Like, yeah. And then they go and do something else. Yeah, but Brees is falling right now, so you get a nice little discount if you faded him early. We end up with the 3-6-8-3. Definitely like the first team better. 3 QB. I think the Tua pick. I think that was the kind of the polarizing pick where we got off track. If we don't go Tua, that's the thing. Like, what are we bringing in a running back there or tight end? I don't know. I think it's fine. Someone said the Tootin pick. Did you have to draft the Tootin pick? Absolutely not. That could have been. Again, the range is gross. I think if Leggett fell to us, we would have went receiver. If Jane Higgins is never there anymore in the 140s. He's up at 140, but he's not falling in sharper rooms. Especially, was that J-Dubs that scooped him? Yeah. He's not getting by J-Dubs. So I don't think I would change anything there. It's just the way the board fell. I don't mind it. All right, let's cover J-Dub's draft. We'll harp on it. Goff, Prescott, and Rodgers from the 6 hole, 3-6-8-3. Achane, Cook, Najee, Garendo, Blake Corum, and Hunt. Lamb, DJ Moore, DK. Mooney, Hollywood Brown, Jane Higgins, Jalen Royals, and Tolbert gets that double stack there in Dallas. Laporta, Pitts, and Higbee. Looks good to me. We ended up with Baker, C.J. Stroud, Tua, Bijan, James Conner, Quinshon Judkins, Tootin, R.J. Harvey, Sean Tucker, Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson, Chris Godwin, Tet, Christian Kirk, Kyle Williams, Restrepo, Malik Washington, Colson Loveland, Kate Otten, and Juwan Johnson. Back-to-back drafts tonight with Colson. We also got him in some of the big money leagues. Where are these rookies going to land is going to be the most exciting part of the NFL draft. Just like, dear God, the Colts are coming up. Please trade out. Trade out. Don't draft anyone. Don't pick anybody. But appreciate you guys showing up tonight. If you guys want to catch the little bit that we covered on earlier tonight on the whole Spag situation, we covered it in the beginning of the video. It's honestly, it's nothing. It's nothing crazy. If you didn't see the tweet I put up, I think I made it funny. I'm trying to make a little lighthearted situation of it. A little flash sale. Introducing Streamer Security Services. Trademark, by the way. Don't try to take that. Just $99.99 a month. 24/7 surveillance. Live chat background checks. And 20% off if you have a wife and kids. Being a best ball streamer is more dangerous now than ever. You watch the board, and we'll watch your doors. So yeah, you can just subscribe there, or just get a bestballoverlay.com subscription. Realistically, that's going to give you the best. That's going to give you the best security and safety. So appreciate you guys showing up. We'll catch you on the next one. If you guys enjoy the stream, drop a like on the way out, hit the sub, do the things, and we'll catch you. Pounders.